Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the FV304, the Burt. It's a tier 6 British SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay, and it's under command of Caledonian DC. Now he's armed with a 4.5-inch howitzer capable of doing 450 alpha and penetrating 28mm of armor. But the best thing about this tank, this SPG, is how quick it is. Oh, and he just got shot by that 88 guy. Anyway, it's a very quick little RT. You can see he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, so he knows how to handle it. And the shell, although it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, it can fire very quickly. The standard reload is 12.94 seconds. But we can see Caledonian DC has actually got a reload time of 10.23, which is only slightly slower than the 105 FH18B2. Okay, its first target is spotted in the tree line, just to the south of us. It's a Type 64 sitting on that corner. He's fully dialed in, rounds out. We didn't see any shell. I'm wondering if it actually did go off. Pretty sure he didn't fire. He fires one now. Misses the AMD, but he is low on hit points. And that AMD's pulling back. There's the Type 64. Okay, can you put a round in there? Rounds out. That's better. Misses the Type 64. Okay, looks like he's going to try and go for the 64 again. Our AMD's doing a very brave job there, actually trying to get close to the enemy to spot them. Could end up getting killed if he keeps doing that, because there's more than likely a tank destroyer behind him. In fact, there is a Super Hellcat over there, and our other RT is firing in that direction. It's an M44 we've got on our team, as well as, well, 2 M44s actually. And there's the AMD's gone down. He actually gets taken out in the end by a T-34 2GFT. So there was more than one tank destroyer behind us, or behind him. Okay, we've spotted an OI, a tier 6 Japanese super heavy, in the town centre. And we do have some guys opposing him, but what we really need is some Arty love directed in his direction. First round out, direct hit for 150. It won't stun him, but it will keep putting holes into him, or at least it might actually persuade him it's not a good place to be. T29 takes a hit on the engine deck for 178. In fact, actually, it's not the engine deck, it hit the turret. Another round's out. And another direct hit. I don't think that T29 moved. Well, it's moved now because that shell landed just behind him. And yes, that shell shows that he has backed off. Now, the fact that the reticule's gone flat means that we're at maximum range from this position. So we can't get any more shots on him unless we move closer. He's firing a speculative shot there on a Leo, but he pulls away straight away. Now, is that Type 64 still sitting on that corner? He's dialing in to have a look. Fully dialed in, and it goes straight to the spot, but there's nobody there to receive the shell. So instead he's turning back towards the town, and yes, that's outside his range, but the T29 is not. He can definitely hit him, and you can see now one of the shells actually did hit the front of the vehicle. So that must have been the shell that he fired, which hit the target, but we didn't know where it hit him. So it actually landed on the front plate. How do I know that? Well, there's a yellow mark normally where the shells hit to indicate that it's an HE hit. Now we can see the enemy RT shells flying overhead as well. They've got 2 M44s and an AMX-13F3, the French tier 6. It is a tier 7 battle with tier 6 tanks in it, so he can earn extra XP if he can hit these tanks. And despite changing position, he hasn't got a target he can actually hit just yet because he's not close enough. He might have to get closer still if he wants to get shots on that OI. So he's decided to go into that bush. And now he can hit these guys. Tiger 1, he's going to go for the engine deck. He needs to dial in fully before he does, though. Here we go, rounds out. Oh, and he pulled back, so we didn't get to see where the shell went. But these enemy are getting very close, so he's going to have to pull back a little bit more. Otherwise, they will spot him when he fires. Trying to dial in on these guys. He's going to try one on the move. Just misses the VK302M. Pretty sure there is another tank on that corner at the moment. Well, we can see things being destroyed, and that was the T-29, and there's the VK, and he is getting close. We've got the rear of an AT-8 fully dialed in, and no, he's pulled back. In fact, he actually moved forward, not back. Okay, there's the VK302M. He's fighting it out with our AT-8. Just narrowly missed him. Another tank's turned up. It's the Tiger 1. It's the same one we saw in the corner a while back. That's going to miss. He needs to steady his shots to get accurate direct hits on his enemy. That's better. Well, he did get the shell near him, but he didn't get any stun there. That was from one of our other Artys. But he might get some damage this time. Rounds out. Yep, that's a direct hit. Okay, so that's probably caused track damage. The VK's gone, so I think he got damage assist there. Yes, he did damage the track. 88! Oh, another kill! So he's got his first kill, actually. It wasn't another kill, but he's got two tanks sitting in this road. Goes for KV2 first, and he gets a direct hit. He was spotted. Somebody saw him, and I think it's the Leo who's up near the centre, so he has to move position, because if he doesn't, the enemy Arty will have a go. So he's changing position, trying to move back into the tree line at the back of the map. And you can hear the Arty shell coming in. Yep, there you go. I told you. Arty would definitely try to have a go at an enemy Arty if it's been spotted. And the enemy Type 64 is trying to fire a few rounds in as well. He just fired an APCR. That's a bit of an overkill. A bit of a waste of a premium round. The armor on the Burt is virtually negligible, so you certainly do not need a premium round to take one out. Just standard AP. Now he fired that a bit snap on the Cromwell. Again, that was a bit of a mistake. He should be firing 80 shots. Get much better results. Rounds out the Cromwell. Direct hit, 189. He's almost got to 1,000 hit points of damage. Go for it again. Take out the Cromwell this time. Rounds out. That's it. Second kill. Nice one. Okay, we've got a KV2. Most of the enemy in the town has been wiped out. It's only that KV2, and he's very low on hit points because that was one of the tanks he actually hit. He's decided to go down right to the water's edge because there's a rock face in between. See if he can get a shot. Enemy Leo's come right to the back of the map. He's going to help his Arty teammates out now to try and get the enemy. Well, he did get close to the Leo, but he didn't get a hit. And now the Leo's headed towards him because our other teammates in the Arty got wiped out. Okay, can he find and kill the Leo? He's turned around. He's gone back to the cap area. There's only 4 left on our team. And 2 of them are up to the other end of the map on the west side. Our KV-85's moving towards the KV-2 on our side of the map. And he's just out of range. He can't help those guys. In fact, the only thing he can do is head south to get to the enemy cap area. And don't go around that corner because it's deep water. Oh, no, 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 no. He's backing up. You're slower going backwards than you are forwards. It's only 14 kilometers an hour going backwards. You drive forwards to get out of something like that. No, it's deep water there. You can't go around it. You need to go around the land side. That's better. Okay, our teammates over on the west side of the map have been killed. Hopefully now he's going to support the KV-85 as he goes in to try and sort out that Leo and Super Hellcat. But he needs to do it from the tree line.
Moving to support you.
good. He's told KB85 what he's doing. He's communicating. Just shy of 1,000 hit points of damage. No, he didn't see that edge there. Almost fell over it and flipped over. KB85 has stopped short of the houses. Okay, there they are. Okay, the Leo's moved to just behind the cap. Can he get an accurate shot into the sky? He's dialing in. Rounds out. Just misses him. He should have waited and fully dialed in, and he's just been spotted again. Again, enemy RT in the game, so he has to get behind the house to protect himself. Okay, so we know the Leo is in that bush. We're in that bush area. He's going to be behind the vehicles. And yes, we just got stunned by one of the enemy RTs, and there's the Leo. He's actually moved out of the bushes. Now, can he get a kill on this Super Hellcat? It would be nice if he could. No, go for the Leo instead. Rounds up. Direct hit. 228. Good shot. He's over 1,000 now. And the enemy RT is actually helping him in a sense, because he's actually firing at his own teammate. And we do get a hit on the Leo. He is now one shot for us. We get a shot in, and he does go down. Unfortunately, we just didn't get the chance to get that shell in time, but we did fire it. And now it's us against 3 Arty, along with our KB85 friend. And the Arty are telling us where they are. Okay, now we need to just head south. What I would think would be a really good idea is for the Burt to actually head up towards the center of the map. And we might actually spot the enemy Arty as they're moving. KB85 is joining us. We know one of the Arty is on the west side of the map. KB85 going up to the center line. Not sure which gun the KB85's got, but technically the KB85 was a KB tank with an 85mm, much like the Object 244. Okay, there's one of them. It's the M44. Now, is he going to stop and turn and fire against the KB85? Well, he's trying to. And this is where we get a chance to take him out. Rounds out. Oh, and a kill shot. Unfortunately, we lost the KB85. The M44 did get a shot in and killed him. But now we've got the chance to do shotgun work on an M44 with auto-aim. And we got a kill with an auto-aim. Now, he needs to keep moving. There's only one enemy left. It's the AMX-13F3AM, but he's got a 26-second reload. It's Arty versus Arty. And Caledonian DC is going to take the honours if he can kill that AMX-13F3. Now, what he's got to do is try and tempt that AMX-13F3 to fire, and then he can just drive up to him and shoot him in the face with a 4.5-inch gun with an open hull, 155mm howitzer. He can just wipe that guy out with one close round. In fact, he's going to take an aim shot at the AMX-13F3 because he's sitting there. He doesn't know where we are. He doesn't realise we can see him. And that shell missed. But we just reacquire. There we are. He now knows where the enemy is. He just needs to pull back a little to use the bush mechanic. He's lined him up. And we get a hit. 167, but we're probably spotted. Yes, he's now taking aim. And it looks like he's got the stock gun. It's still 155mm, but it's a little difficult to handle because it's a smaller gun. Yes, it is. It's the top gun, and he kills him. Beautiful play, wins for the team. What a great game. Here's the end of battle stats, and unsurprisingly, that was an ace tanker game from Caledonian DC in the FV304, the Burt. What a game. He got a counter battery fire medal. He took out all 3 enemy Arty. In fact, he actually got all 3 after the KV-85 had been killed, because he killed the M44 just after he shot at and killed the KV-85. So he had to take out all three Arty on his own. But he did get them all. He actually got the M44 and the AMX-13F3 with aim shots, and that auto-aim on the other M44, that was priceless. Very nicely done. Shows how powerful and accurate the 4.5-inch gun is. He also got a fighter badge for taking out at least 4 tanks. He took out 5 in the end. He was one short of a top gun and also 1/3 of the enemy team. And he got a bruiser medal as well for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he ended up with 12. His win rate on that one was 8,790 Super Unicum standard and a bit more, quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he actually did get the second highest damage in the game. The highest damage went to the Leo on the enemy team. He got a high caliber and Confederate and 2,542 hit points of damage. But Caledonian DC got 2,309, and he took down the honors of actually winning the game. So second on damage. When it came to kills, though, he got top spot. He got 5 kills. 3 kills went to the KV-85 and the Type 64 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, yeah, he's actually got second place. The KV-85 did better. He got 999, but Caledonian DC wasn't far behind him. He got 986. He fired 34 rounds in that game. You actually get 75 rounds of ammunition totally in the Burt, so he didn't even get close to half his ammunition. 14 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrations. I think those were the enemy Arties, and I can just confirm that right now by checking. Yes, he got a penetration on the M44. That was the auto-aim one, I think, or it may have been the auto-aim one. And the other one would have been probably the other M44. Yes, he got both of them with a penetrating shot. Okay, go back to the details. He also got 21 splashes, 2,309 hit points of damage, of which 1,286 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit from the enemy. Yeah, he did get hit, unfortunately. He received a round from the Type 64, and it was a penetration, I'm afraid, and 2 hits by way of splash damage. Those are the enemy Arty shots that missed him, but got very close. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle. That was one of the M44s that was coming in. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, 129 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 40,226 credits from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away a profit of 30,399 credits, 1,479 XP, 5,916 for completing a mission, and took away 7,395. So let's have a look at the Burt in terms of its armor. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really have any. That's a big problem. Look at that. 14 millimeters at the front, 10 millimeters on the top of the tank. The back is composite, but again, it's 14 millimeters. The sides, 14 millimeters. The rear, 14 millimeters. Yeah, hit this thing anywhere and the shell's going to go straight through. You do not need to use APCR like the Type 64 did, just a standard AP. In fact, a standard HE round will go straight through a Burt, no problem whatsoever, unless, of course, you hit the track area. That's about the only armor that you're actually going to see on this vehicle, and that might stop a shell. We look at the modules. Okay, that's a bit better. The engine's up front. You can see with the transmission, it's basically like a heavy tank in reverse, but these are actually these were prototype designs which were supposed to be a universal vehicle, which would then be converted into a different variety each time. The FV304 was supposed to be an Arty, and so was the FV305 as well. In fact, the model in the game is the FV305, and it was supposed to have a 5.5-inch gun. It would be nice if Wargaming were to bring out a version, a premium version, with a 5.5-inch gun. Anyway, looking at it, you can see the transmission's up front. There you go, it's part of the engine. The engine's there. We've got the fuel tanks either side. And at the back of the vehicle, you can see that we've got the driver actually in the main body with the other crew, not up front, normally away from them. We've got the tank commander right at the back with a little cupola, so you know where he is. And you can see the gunners to the left of the gun there as we're looking at it. There's 2 loaders sitting, or standing actually, in the back. And there's 2 big ammo racks One's right next door to the tank commander, and the other one's on the other side of the vehicle in basically the same spot. So if you want to make an FV304 go bang, you just need to aim for the very back of the vehicle in the crew compartment, and you should be able to do that, because remember, the rounds will just go straight through the armor. And if you don't hit the ammo racks, you'll probably hit the crew at the back. Either take out the loaders or the tank commander. The radio is next to the ammo rack there, right next door to the commander, so you can use it. So that's where the modules are on the BERT. I hope you enjoyed that replay. It certainly was very exciting. It just goes to show a BERT being driven by a player who knows how to use it can get great results. And Caledonian DC did a fantastic job saving his team against 3 opponents. 3-1, he still beat them. It just goes to show this is a great little tank, and Caledonian DC is a great little Arty player. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.